G8 Radio.
Was the year we all looked forward to. It's the start of a new decade. It's the year of perfect vision. Or so we thought. And then the pandemic happened. has become the year that ushered in the new normal. But in spite of that, here in Creative Voices, we believe it's still the perfect year for your voice to be heard. This is Creative Voices 2020. Bigger, bolder, better, and yet still and always the home of the best Filipino voiceover artists. We provide a pool of hundreds of voice profiles, male or female, young or mature, calm or energetic, in English, Tagalog, and other Philippine dialects.
Tuloy ang kwento.
Padayon ang istorya.
Ituloy ti istorya.
Telestoria continua.
Isundo may istorya.
Padagos lang ang satuyang istorya.
Padayon ang imo nga sugilanon.
Tuloy ang kwento.
An online platform for selecting, booking, and obtaining the perfect voiceover for your commercial, movie, corporate video, e-learning, telephone system, etc. You name it, we voice it. State-of-the-art recording studio, equipment, and software for a guaranteed crisp and clear audio quality. Online workshops on voice acting, home studio setup, and audio editing. We have produced over 2,000 graduates from VoiceWorks, our popular voice acting workshop since 2005. And the pandemic is no reason to stop. Vision 2025 to be the leading national network of young Filipino voice artists and creative voices. Mission to provide developmental opportunities and platform that empower young Filipino voice artists in every corner of the Philippines to use their voices to promote positive social change. Adapt, adopt, adept. We create a culture of giving, sharing, loving, and caring. And disrupt the culture of selfishness, greediness, and ungratefulness. We give every unheard and aspiring Filipino voice artist an opportunity to rise above the noise and be heard. Be part of the new normal created by Creative Voices 2020. Join Certified Voice Artist Program. Creative Voices 2020 Vision 2025. Creative Voices Productions. www.youtube.com/thevoicemaster. #VoiceFromHome. Dahil basta boses, Creative Voices.
VG8 Radio. 9, 8, 7, VG8 6, 5, 4, VG8 Radio. 2, 1. VG8 Radio, the voices of greatness.
This is the Sunday Health Show.
Powered by VG8 Radio.
Every morning before I go to work, I use my Trilodent Gold Mouthwash. Ginagamit ko to kasi mabisang pagpusa ng unang bacteria. Subukan ninyo.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Joseph Lee. Every morning I hydrate myself with natural soft spring water from Turkey. It is a soft water with low sodium and enriched with ozone. Erikli.
Gargle with Trilodent Gold Organic Mouthwash 30 seconds before brushing your teeth. Made from fast-active organic ingredients that help whitens your teeth, prevents gum disease, cavities, and refreshes breath. Trilodent Gold, raising oral health care standards naturally.
I love my coffee.
Hello! Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Welcome back to the Sunday Health Show. I am Mitzi Aguinaldo, the Voice Royalty, and this program is brought to you by our sponsors, Genesis Organic Spirulina, Erikli Natural Springwater, Trilodent Gold, Salvicare Coffee, Regine Tolentino Atelier, Asian Hyperbaric Healthcare Institute, and Emergency Rapid Assistance app. Guys, we are currently live at the BG8 Radio Facebook page, the Sunday Health Show Facebook page, and YouTube channel right now. And we welcome you to the Sunday Health Show Season 3, Episode 1. So guys, it's another Sunday, yet again, to share a new set of health information to our beloved viewers. At gaya ng dati guys, bubusugin namin kayo muli ng kaalaman bago kayo magtanghalian here in the Sunday Health Show. So, yan. Okay, later na tayo magbasa ng comments. So, before we head on kung ano nga bang meron ngayon sa Sunday Health Show, alam nyo, it's such a breakthrough na we are now on a new season again. We have new members in the family na makikilala nyo mamaya and new segments. Kung makikita nyo din yung aming Facebook page, minabuti naming updated sa balita patungkol sa kalusugan at informed sa bagong impormasyon patungkol sa healthcare ang minamahal naming Sunday Health followers. So, kaya guys, for health-related posts, don't forget to like our official Facebook page and follow our Instagram account, The Sunday Health Show. So, grabe, I just have to say na miss ko tuwing linggo to. Sana na-miss nyo rin kami, no? Ayun, dami ng satsat. So, talaga nga namang it seems na months flip so fast sa mga bagay na nangyayari sa panahon ngayon. Lalo na't nagsimula ang Burr Month, dumadaming variants at ano pa guys, yun. Well again, guys, COVID is still here, so wag muna tayong magpakampante and let us really sink in the fact that it can strike us anywhere, anytime. So, patuloy nating sundin ang mga protocols and gawin po natin sa abot ng ating makakaya na protektahan ang ating mga sarili, pati na rin ang mga tao sa paligid, lalo na ang minamahal natin sa buhay. So, bago namin simulan ang talakayan, alright, isa to sa pinaka-namiss ko. Eto na, ang Kuya Doc ng Bayan, Celebrity Urologist, Dr. Joseph Lee.
Yes. Magandang umaga sa ating mga viewers na nagpa-follow ngayon Sunday. It's a great Sunday morning. Ika nga, sabi ko, maganda pa ang sikat. Mas maganda pa ang sikat ng araw, Mitzi. Ngayon nakita kita ulit. Ayan, okay. So, since alam niyo live tayo, of course, yung mga internet na ganyan ay disruptive. Again, welcome to our third season, first episode of the Sunday Health Show. Of course, na-miss kita, Mitzi. And it's, of course, sa ngalan rin ng iyong namumuno sa BG8, si Pocholo, and of course, yung dati nating mga kasama, si Janine and si Christian. Siyempre, wini-welcome natin ang new set of hosts, di ba? That's the difference between season 3, no? Kasi, Mitzi, meron na tayo mga bagong kasama. Naniniwala ka ba dyan? Kung nagbabago at nagpapalit-palit ang Delta variant, the Sunday Health Show gives you new and more refreshing hosts, di ba? Meron tayong tatlong segment and with different segment hosts. And of course, Mitzi, doon sa pangunahin pag-uusapan natin sa kwentong kalusugan, meron tayong makakasama na bagong cutie. Wag na ako, bagong cutie dito sa The Sunday Health Show. Okay, ano ba bagong segment natin? We have our Balitang Kalusugan na ang segment host natin ay si Nurse Freddy na mula pa sa Kuwait. O, diba? Ang layo, diba? Yes. So that's our new segment, no? Then the other segment is midterm today. O, ano ibig sabihin midterm today? Meron kasi mga kataga o mga terminologies. Minsan, nahihirapan tayong intindihin. So, ang ating segment host na si Jihan will tell you or explain about some terms na i-explain niya every Sunday. Okay. Then, of course, ang ating isang segment pa na ito maganda to. I think everybody will like this. This is like at the tack. Approve ka ba? Yon, ibig sabihin, approve ka ba? There are apps that are that will help you in your daily life, which is very important, not only in health and wellness. Siyempre, ang segment host natin ay isa rin sa napakagandang dilag, si host CJ. Yon, makikilala niyo sila mamaya, no? Of course. Then, of course, ito na sinasabi natin. Ano na yan, save it for the Sunday Health Show. Ito ang bagong pambansang cutie. Diba, Mitch? Pambansang cutie. Nandito na sa ating kwentuhan pangkalusugan. Diba? Ang ating bagong kasama sa pag-uusap na pagkukwentuhan when we talk about health later on ay, of course, ang bagong cutie. Si Richard, diba? Si Cutie Richard, or you can call him Rich, diba? So, yan lahat, Mitzi, ang ating mga bagong segment. You have your Balitang Kalusugan, then you have your midterm today, and of course, your Tatak Up. Prove ka ba? And of course, ang bago nating kasama. Ako ay na-excite sa ating bagong cutie dito sa ating kwentuhan pangkalusugan. Okay. So, take it away, Michi.
Alright, para mas makilala po natin ang ating mga new hosts, they will be coming up right now. So, simulan natin, of course, sa Balitang Kalusugan. Let's go, Sir Freddy or Nurse Freddy!
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat mula po sa bansang Kuwait. Ako po ay isang nurse at ako po ay nasa COVID ward. Ihahatid ko sa inyo ang tala ng patungkol sa COVID at abangan ninyo ang hatid kong mga balita patungkol naman sa panibagong COVID-19 variant. At ano nga ba ang variant na ito? Ano ang pinagkaiba? At kung ano ang sa mga naunang variant? Paanong protection ba ang kailangan? At tara na at ating tingnan ang ating Balitang Kalusugan. Sa bawat episode ay tutulungan namin kayong ganap na maintindihan ang ilang medical terms kasama na, of course, walang iba kundi ang ating kapatid na si Jihan. Kapatid ni Jihan?
Hello, good morning. Ako si Jihan. Ako ay isang mommy at isang video editor. At ako ang magbabahagi ng ating midterm today. Kung saan pabaon ng Sunday Health Show ang usual medical terms na madalas binabanggit ng ating doktor sa kanilang mga pasyente. Nandito naman si CJ para magpakilala at ibahagi ang pangkaragdagang kaalaman ng Sunday Health Show.
Hi! Good morning! So, ako naman si CJ, isang design and planning professional. Hatid ko naman sa inyo ang Approve Yarn. Sa bawat episode po ng Sunday Health Show ay mayroon kaming ibabahaging innovation sa larangan ng medisina pati na rin ng medical apps na maaari nating i-download at magamit everyday sa ating mga gadgets. At huwag kayong mag-alala dahil lahat ng aming ibabahagi ay suportado at aprobado ng Sunday Health Show. Kaya abangan kung ano ang unang Approve Yarn ngayong Season 3 pilot episode.
Alright, and of course, I am your new host for the Sunday Health Show. My name is Richard Abalos and I am your Rich Voice. Sasamahan ko po kayo para ma-discover ang bagong kaalaman sa health and wellness. Kung meron tayong balitang kalusugan galing kay Nurse Freddy, pabaon na medical terms sa MedTerm Today with Jihan at sa pangkaragdagang kaalaman patungkol sa medical apps or bagong innovation sa larangan ng medisina sa Approvian. Hatid na namin sa inyo ni Mitzi at Doc Joseph ang malaliman na usapan sa kwentong kalusugan.
Yes, that's right. So, hindi talaga mawawala sa Sunday Health Show ang malawakang usapin tungkol sa aming napili na topic ngayong linggo. And we all know how the Sunday Health Show advocates getting the right information and knowledge from the expert mismo. So, kaya abangan how we can continue to think positive enduring the long haul of pandemic and stay negative from COVID. So bago magsimula, batiin na po natin ang ating mga manonood sa comment section. Alright? So hosts, ayan, hello!
Alright.
Right. Bati-bati po tayo sa comments.
So unahin natin si Sir Cram. Ito, flash natin. Sir Cram, mukhang baliktad ang pangalan. May Sino tinataguan mo, sir? Welcome to the Sunday Health Show, More Power. Si Ma'am Mariel Johanon, good morning po. Magandang araw. Welcome to our show, Sunday Health Show. Charin Daphne Tingle. Yan.
Uy,
I think she's your friend. Pretty naman ni Mitzi. Happy Sunday.
Very supportive. Thanks.
Ayun, si Malik Paraiso Claros, magandang araw po. From Miss Angeli Teresa Bernardo, good morning kay Miss Mitzi Aguinaldo, as usual, looking
sa
beautiful.
Hyperbaric.
Of course naman.
Yes,
Ayan.
hello.
And Doc Joseph, fresh na fresh daw. Ayan, dive ulit kayo next week sa Hyperbaric. Eto. So, once again from the Sunday Health Show, please like and share our live stream to your family and friends. Spread that awareness. So, maraming salamat.
Okay.
Ayan, and there we have it. Isang mainit at magandang tanghali po sa inyo lahat. Huwag bibitiw at heto naman ang balitang kalusugan.
Alright. So, I think sa inyo po yun na Sir Freddy, pasok!
Mula sa bulwagan ng balitang pangkalusugan mula sa Kuwait, ako ang inyong correspondent, Freddy Hermosura, Taiwan. Alam nyo ba na ngayon, meron na tayong total cases in which meron ng 228,935,812 at ang total recovered, meron tayong 205,522,030. And sa recovered cases naman, 4,688,350. At tayo ay dumako ngayon sa pandaigdigang balitang kalusugan. Panibagong COVID-19 variant kalat na. Ang isa sa mga pinakabagong variant ng COVID-19 na kilala bilang Mu. Ito ay kumalat na sa 42 bansa, ngunit ang mga unang pag-aaral ay nagpapahiwatig na ito ay mas madaling makahawa kaysa sa mapanganib na variant ng Delta na nag-trigger na muling pagkabuhay ng pandemic sa Estados Unidos at marami pang ibang mga bansa. Ang Mo ay mabilis na kumakalat na strain sa Colombia kung saan ito ay unang nakita noong Enero ng kasalukuyang taon. Ngunit sa Amerika kung saan ang Delta virus ay mataas pa rin ang bilang, subalit hindi ito kumakalat ng daglian. Pagkatapos maabot ang isang pagtaas sa huling linggo ng Hunyo, ang pagkalat ng Mu variant sa Estados Unidos ay patuloy na mababa sa bilang. Naniniwala ang mga siyentipiko na ang bagong variant ay hindi maaring makipagkompetensya sa variant ng Delta na lubos na nakakahawa. Gayunpaman sa Colombia, ang variant ng Mu ay may pananagutan sa higit sa 3% ng may kaso ng COVID-19. At sa isang pag-aaral na gumagamit ng modelong epidemiological, tinatansya ng Mu ay hanggang sa 2 beses na mas nakakahawa kaysa sa orihinal na SARS-CoV-2 at naging sanhi ng pagdami ng COVID-19 at sanhi ng pagkamatay ng marami sa Colombia noong Mayo 2021. Ang pag-aaral na ito ay nagpapahiwatig din na ang kaligtasan sa sakit mula sa nakaraang infection ng COVID-19 ay 37% na mas epektibo sa pagprotekta laban sa Mu. Ngunit ang ilang mga sintomas ng Mu ay maaaring magpahina ng protection mula sa mga antibodies na nabuo ng mga natanggap o nakatanggap na ng mga bakuna. At sa pag-aaral na ito, hindi pa sinusuri ng mga siyentipiko na ang Mu ay ang may pinakamaraming sangkap sa bakuna na lumalaban o siya ay resistant sa lahat ng kasalukuyang kinikilalang mga variant. At isa pang lab-based na pag-aaral, ang mga antibodies mula sa pasyente ng nabakunahan gawa ng Pfizer ay hindi gaanong epektibo sa paglaban sa Mu kumpara sa iba pang mga variant. Ang bakuna ng COVID-19 tulad ng Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson at Sinovac, lahat ay nagagamit na sa Colombia at mukhang nag-aalok pa rin ng mahusay na protection laban sa Mu. Ang variant ng Mu ay mabilis na pinapalawak sa buong Timog Amerika, ngunit mahirap malaman kung gaano kaagresibo ang pagkalat ng Mu. Ito ay ayon kay Paul Cardenas, microbiologist sa Universidad ng San Francisco de Quito sa Ecuador. Sinabi pa na maliban sa Colombia kung saan ang Mu ay kumakalat, mula noong huling bahagi ng Pebrero, ang variant ay nagiging mataas ang bilang sa buong mundo, kabilang ibang bahagi ng Timog Amerika. Balita, galing naman sa gitnang silangan. Sa Kuwait, noong linggo ay sinabi ng mga mamimili ng mga gamot, ang lahat ng mamimili ng gamot na walang reseta mula sa isang healthcare professional tulad ng Lyrica at Neurontin ay maaring humarap sa 1 hanggang 5 taon sa bilangguan bilang isang ban ng estado sa di-angkop na paggamit ng 2 gamot na ito. Naglalayong protektahan ang mga pasyente, lalo na ang mga kabataang madalas na nagiging target para sa kaukulang mga gamot, tinatawag na pain reliever. Sinabi rin na isang pahayag sa ministry, ang karagdagang parusa sa mga illegal na dealers ay sila'y aabot na makukulong hanggang sa 10 taon. Napag-alaman na ang Lyrica at Neurontin ngayon ay naiuri na bilang hallucinogens. Pinagsisikap sa buong Kuwait na ang kanilang pag-iibayo sa pagpapatupad sa nasabing batas. Ginawa ang Neurontin bilang isang therapy para sa epilepsy at Lyrica, ito naman ay para lunas sa mga masasakit ang mga kalamnan. At sa balitang lokal, dito po sa Pinas, mula sa Department of Science and Technology, sinabi ni Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, nagsimula na mula noong ika-15 ng Oktubre ang pangangalap ng mga kalahok para sa clinical trial sa paggamit ng ivermectin sa Pilipinas. Ginawa ni De La Peña ang paglilinaw na ito matapos niyang ipahiwatig sa kanyang kamalian hinggil sa pagtatanggal sa pre-recorded na pakipag-usap niya sa Pangulo sa Pilipinas. Isinaimpapawid ito noong nakaraang Sabado at nagsisimula na ang pangangalap ngayong ika-15 ng Setyembre. Mula sa nakalap na impormasyon, matatapos ang proyektong ito sa susunod na taon at sa susunod pang taon 2022. Ang memorandum ng kasunduan sa pagitan ng DOST at Universidad ng Pilipinas ay nilagdaan ngayong ika-17 ng Agosto. Sinabi niya na ang World Health Organization ay hindi mag-iendorso ng ivermectin para sa paggamit ng COVID-19, ngunit para lamang ito sa layunin ang clinical na pagsubok. Sa isang hiwalay na mensahe, sinabi ng Philippine Council for Health Research and Development Executive Director na si Jaime Montoya ay nagsabi na ituloy ng bansa ang clinical trial dahil magbibigay ito ng lokal na data tungkol sa kaligtasan at pagiging epektibo ng ivermectin. Mas maaga sinabi ni Montoya na magiging mabuti para sa bansa na idokumento ang mga lokal na karanasan kung paano tutugon ang makalahok at kung magkakaroon ng hindi kanais-nais na mga epekto. Samantala, sinabi ni De La Peña na hiniling at pinondohan na ng Kagawaran ng Kalusugan ang mga clinical na pagsubok ng ivermectin. At ito ang magpapasya kung ano ang mga aksyon na gagawin kapag ang resulta ng pag-aaral ay lalabas. Ang mga kalahok sa bansa ay binuo ng 1,464 na kalahok, isang kombinasyon ng mga symptomatic at asymptomatic na mga pasyente. At ito ang tampoks na balita sa araw na ito. Ito po ang inyong lingkod mula sa gitnang silangan sa bansang Kuwait. Freddy Hermosura, Taiwan, nag-uulat mula sa Balitang Pangkalusugan.
Grabe yung news, no? Parang sa dumadami-dami ng mga kaso dito sa ating bansa, it becomes you become more optimistic knowing na nagkakaroon na tayo ng mga clinical trials regarding not just the vaccine but mga panibagong gamot. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, yun na nga sir, dumadami na rin yung mga gamot. So, aside from that, kailangan maging maingat, no? At saka, be wary pa rin sa kung para saan din yung mga gamot. Kasi imagine, sa kanila, pwede nang mabilanggo kapag hindi sa tamang paraan or tamang sakit ginamit. So, dito, I'm sure maraming mga nagsa-self-medicate dyan, di ba, Doc?
Nako.
Yes. Alam mo guys, no, as young as you are, no, you have to think na itong mga gamot na to dapat lahat kasi ay may importanteng datos, may clinical research, 'di ba? Inaprubahan ng ating FDA, of course, ng Department of Health, no? Lagi natin sinasabi, meron silang mga anecdotal testimonials sa mga ibang gamot kagaya ng ivermectin, pero importante kasi is na yung adverse effect ay hindi makaka-apekto sa human lives. Ibig sabihin, ang komplikasyon at ang health ng isang individual ay top priority, no? The safety and the quality of life of the individual. Hindi yung porke narinig natin at na sabi ng isang individual na pwede siya o isang grupo at walang aprobado, iinumin na natin, no? It has to be database, very hardcore data and aprobado ng ahensya na nagbibigay ng accreditation.
Tama kayo dyan, Doc.
Freddy.
Yeah, tulad ko po, ako po ay nasa COVID ward. Since nag-start po ang COVID dito po sa Kuwait, ako po yung kauna-unahang nurse na nandoon at hanggang ngayon po ako pa rin po ay nasa COVID at alam ko po na sa tamang paghuhugas ng kamay, hindi lang po basta gamot yung kailangan mong i-take. Napaka-importante kung paano ka maghugas ng kamay at of course, ang panalangin napaka-importante po niyan. At baniwala po kahit hindi, ako na lang po yung nurse na naiiwan na hindi pa po nagka-COVID. Salamat sa Diyos. Yun lang po aking masasabi. Kumusta naman si CJ?
Ayan, syempre, yun nga po Thank you, Sir Freddy. Bali, kami din naman po, syempre, yung kung anong available din, yung syempre sa vaccine. So, unti-unti naman, nagkakaroon po kami ng access sa vaccine. So, kayo, Miss Jihan, kumusta kayo dyan?
Yes, kami naman, vaccine namin kami and kahit na vaccine na kami, nag-iingat pa rin kami, hindi pa rin lalabas, hindi naman kinakailangan. Pero mga kids din.
Alam mo, Rich, Michi, no? CJ, Freddy, and Jihan. Marami tayong pananaw, di ba? We have our own knowledge that we get or we gathered from individuals, no? At the end of the day, kasi dapat nating tingnan ang positibo. Ano ba ang positibo? Yung tama, yung tamang direksyon. Kasi Lalo na kayo, 'di ba? Mga bata kayo, 'di ba? Aaminin ko na, 'di ba, Freddy? Sabihin mo, mas matanda ako sa inyo. Parang feeling ko kasi tama. 'Di ba? Kasi ang ano natin kasi marami tayong naririnig, marami tayong nababasa. Kayo, lalo kayo mabilis ang pagsagap ninyo. But at the end of the day, we have to move to the new. Yung sinasabi natin, 'di ba, Richard? New normal. Ano ba new normal? Kung ikaw ayaw mo mag-normal, ayaw mo mag-behave, paano mag-new normal? 'Di ba? Ayun ang sinasabi kagaya ni Freddy. Simple hand washing, 'di ba? Natatawa kayo. Ano bang hand washing? Paano ba mag-hand washing? Parang wisik-wisik. Ano yung wisik-wisik? Parang hindi naman gano'n, 'di ba? So, 'di ba, meron sila sinasabi, kakanta ka ng happy birthday and all those stuff. Pero that is very basic. But sometimes we forget the basic. The basic probably will save lives, no? Not only for us, but also for our families and for our community. Tama ba yan?
Dok.
Tama yan, Dok.
Very right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Agree.
Ang dami na nating narinig na na terms from Doc Joseph. So, dahil meron nga tayong bagong segment to help us understand the medical terms.
Yeah.
Heto na, huwag na tayo magpatumpik pa. Let's go sa med term natin, Ate Jihan.
Thank you, Mitzi. At ang med term natin today ay optimal functioning. Ayon sa American Psychological Association Dictionary of Psychology, ang optimal functioning ay ang highest possible level of functioning, lalo na sa mga relationships, trabaho, pag-aaral, at subjective well-being. Well, isang halimbawa dito ay kapag halimbawa estudyante ka and mag-e-exam ka. So, anong gagawin mo? Maghahanda ka, mag-aaral ka, mag-prepare ka, kakain ka beforehand, and magpapahinga ka ng mabuti. Ito yung parang kukondisyon mo yung isip tsaka katawan mo para maging ready para sa exam mo. So, atin namang alamin kung anong app or innovation ang ibabahagi sa atin ni CJ.
Ayan. Thank you, Miss Jihan. So, heto na yung isang medical app na pwede ninyong gamitin, yung Flow. So, isa siyang AI-based tracker for period and ovulation prediction. So, nakakatulong siya na sa pagtingin natin ng senyalis ng ating mga katawan tulad ng cramps, discharge, pananakit ng ulo, tsaka nakakatulong na mag-identify ng mga body patterns natin. Kasi mas naiintindihan nito yung unique symptoms, tsaka yung kinakategorize niya yung mga normality na experiences, kung normal pa ba yun, or syempre kailangan na nating dumulog sa health professionals. Tapos syempre nag-a-assist siya sa pregnancy planning and monitoring, habang nagbabahagi pa rin ng avenue for experts sa insights nila tsaka sa discussions. So yan, syempre merong mga kababaihan dito na nakaka-relate siguro na nag-track sila, no? So, yun, pwede natin siyang gamitin, then i-download, tsaka gamitin natin every month or every time na meron tayong nararanasan. So, yan, kwentong kalusugan na susunod after our short break.
morning, before I go to work, I use my Trilodent Gold Mouthwash. Ginagamit ko to kasi mabisang pag-uksa ng unang bacteria. Subukan ninyo.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Joseph Lee. Every morning I hydrate myself with natural soft spring water from Turkey. It is a soft water with low sodium and enriched with ozone. Erikli.
Gargle with Trilodent Gold Organic Mouthwash 30 seconds before brushing your teeth. Made from fast-active organic ingredients that help whitens your teeth, prevents gum disease, cavities, and refreshes breath. Trilodent Gold, raising oral health care standards naturally.
Every morning, before I go to work, I use my Trilodent Gold Mouthwash. Ginagamit ko to kasi mabisang pag-uksa ng unang bacteria. Subukan ninyo.
I love my coffee.
So guys, habang wala pa si Doc Joanne and si Miss Angela, siguro let's take the time to actually get to know each other then. And since we're going to have a mental health talk today, kumustahan muna natin yung isa't isa para later yung mga katanungan natin, 'di ba? Maano tayo ma-preempt kumbaga. Okay.
Ano yan? Age ba yan? The youngest.
This is a perfect time para makilala natin ng mga panibagong hosts natin.
Yes,
myself,
tama,
mga
tama.
new blood, di ba?
Yes.
Truly.
So,
Kala
sino
ko
ang gustong-
sasabihin ni Richard, old blood.
Hindi po ako kasama
Sige.
dyan.
Sige.
Sinong uunahin natin? Sige, I will pick by random.
Ikaw na Richard, bahala.
Yan. Sige, I will choose. Gusto kong piliin si I want to get to know more of Miss CJ muna. Miss CJ,
Okay.
Maybe
Hello
you can
po.
make kwento.
Make kwento. So, ayun. About me muna. Siyempre, design and planning professional nga. So, yun. Nagde-design ako ng landscape. So, meron yung from resorts to your residences, ganyan, to syempre yung mga golf courses, yung mga specialized landscape design. Pero, syempre, apart from that, isa akong environmental planner. So, yung iba't ibang factors nandun na, yung social, economic. So, naging interested din talaga ako dito sa Sunday Health Show kasi syempre, malaking factor ito di ba? Tulad ngayon sa pandemya, maliban sa social factor siya, syempre, naapektuhan yung economic factor. Di ba ngayong pandemic, medyo affected yung ating mga businesses, ganyan. So, maganda siyang opportunity na ma-discuss din yung mga possible na nasa isip namin din as professionals, di ba? And then, yun, isa akong green building professional din and assessor, ganyan. Sa ngayon, syempre may mga projects pa rin, although na-apektuhan ng ating pandemic, kahit pa paano naman gumagalaw sila from yung design phases to construction phases. So, kahit na syempre medyo mabagal yung flow, kahit pa paano naman we get to live by pa rin naman. So, something to be thankful for pa rin. So, yun. Thank you!
Thank you so much, CJ, for gracing us with your story. Now, sunod naman natin si Ma'am Jihan. Ma'am Jihan, maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. Hindi man kasing haba ng credentials ni CJ yung sa akin. But isa po akong nanay at isa po akong video editor. And ngayon during pandemic time, nandito lang po kami sa bahay at nag-online classes. Pero we're more on modular type of learning. Kasi mas preferred lang namin. And as much as possible, iniiwasan namin na lumabas kung hindi naman talaga kailangan kasi syempre may kids so hindi pa sila pwede i-vaccinate. Pero kami, complete na kami dito sa households, yung mga adults. So medyo at least covered na siya. Ingat-ingat pa rin kahit na vaccinated na. Hugas kamay and sundin yung tamang protocols and wag nang mamasyal muna, tiis-tiis lang. Netflix na lang, ganun.
Ganun.
Of course, next natin. Sino sa dalawang
Freddy.
sir? Mr.
Inunahan ko na kayo.
Yan. Isang mapagpalang hapon po muli mula sa bansang Kuwait. At tulad po na nasabi ko, ako po ay nasa COVID ward since February dito po sa Kuwait. Since po nag-start, napaka-stricto po talaga, napaka-stricto ng bansang Kuwait. Kung lumabas ka during sa ating mga bawal na paglabas, talagang inuhuli po yung mga tao. Hindi lang po yung sila na taga dito, pati po tayong mga foreigner dito. Ayan, di ba? Sarap pakinggan. Naging foreigner tayo dito. Ang pinakamaganda dito kasi bas sumusunod sila or kung ano yung binibigay ng gobyerno, sumusunod talaga sila. Kaya ito na. Nasa more or less 30% na yung mga nabakunahan. At ang lahat ng tao dito pag pumapasok sa mga mall, pag hindi ka na bakunahan, hindi ka pwedeng pumasok. Meron kaming application doon na makikita yung civil ID mo, in which pag green siya, ibig sabihin pwede kang pumasok. Or minsan yung isa or nakaisa pa lang pwede rin pumasok. Pero yung walang-wala, hindi ka talaga makakapasok sa loob ng mall. Which is maganda rin. Kasi sa Pilipinas, parang bawal ang ganun, di ba? Parang segregation yun sa mga nabakunaan saka hindi. Pero ang kagandahan, ang latest kahapon dito, kung sa atin is 20,000 kahapon, dito is 57 lang ang case namin kahapon. So,
wow.
Yan. And sa hospital namin na pinagtatrabuhan ko since nasa COVID ako, mayroon kaming 5 dati na COVID ward, 3 ICU. So ngayon, isang ICU na lang, tsaka isang ward na lang yung natitira. at 5 lang yung pasyente namin. Katetext lang din sa akin, 5 yung pasyente, 3 babae, 2 lalaki. Yan, ingat pa rin po tayo kahit tayo nabakunahan na. Maraming salamat po.
You're still not immune sa bakuna.
Regardless.
Unfortunately, sa virus pala.
Alam mo, Richard, may gusto lang ako tanong kay kay Nurse Freddy, no?
Yes,
how is it being a COVID nurse for almost a year and 10 months? Yung siyempre nakaano ka, 'di ba? Nasanay ka na. Tawag yan, nasanay ka na, namanhid ka na, bahala na. Yung ganon, or yung may takot ka pa or pang-agam-agam.
Actually, Doc, ang nangyari dyan, nung bago pa kami, syempre nangangapa pa kami kasi ito yung ward o ito yung sakit, di ba? For example, sa urology, meron kang libro para dyan. Pero ang COVID, walang libro na pwede mong tingnan o basahin kung ano yung mga protocols. So, kanya-kanyang gawa ng protocol. Sa katunayan, parang ako po yung sumulat ng protocol namin sa aming ward. At lahat po ng katanungan, hindi naman po ako nagmamayabang. Pero hawak ko po yung papel ng protocol po namin sa loob po ng aming ward. At nung una, parang maiiyak ka din kasi, di ba?
Ano siya? In Tagalog or language nila?
Marunong po mag-English po yung iba.
Okay.
Yes. Karamihan po marunong mag-English. Kung hindi naman, yon nagbabarok kami sa Arabic namin. At kalimitan, Doc, ang importante talaga yung suportahan mo yung pasyente. Nakita namin, minsan nayayakap mo yung pasyente kasi parang gusto na magpakamatay, ganyan. Buti na lang yung floor namin hanggang second floor lang, kaya hindi naman, pag tumalon sila, pilay lang, di ba? Joke lang po yan.
Ayun pa. So ano pa? Richard?
Ayun, mukhang ako na atang huli. So
yes.
Hindi, alam mo guys, bago sinabi ko na kanina, di ba? Siya ang the next cutie. Pambansang cutie.
Ano ba?
Agree ba kayo? Agree naman kayo?
Yes.
Of course. Yes na yun.
Bagong cutie ng health show.
Patago din, patago.
Baka kasi sabihin nila, anong show? Variety show, musical show. Hindi, bagong health show, di ba? Agree ang mga bagong segment host. Huwag ka na Then you introduce yourself, Richard.
Ayun. Sige, I will
wow.
Ayan, I will gladly. Ayan, so magandang araw sa ating mga ka-Sunday Health Show, mga audiences natin. My name is Richard Matthew Abalos and I am actually the station manager. Ako pong namamahala ng ating programa kung saan tayo nag-show, nag-stream, which is VG8 Radio. And I've been doing this for almost 1 year na po. And I've been watching the Sunday Health Show since ito po ay first air last year. And a little bit of myself, so wala po akong medical background, but siguro ang maini-nickname ko na lang sa sarili ko for this show is ako ay isang doktor ng mga nagmahal at nasaktan.
Yun!
Yun na lang. Yun! Dr. Love ba? Pero si Dr. Love, si Dr. Love kasi masyadong gamit na ang Dr. Love. Ako na lang ang iyong tagapagamot ng mga nagmahal, nasaktan at humugot. So, yun po ang aking layunin dito sa programang ito and looking forward for the following weeks to join all of these lovely hosts and of course si Doc Joseph Lee. Ayun, maraming salamat. Thank you very much for having me on this show.
Alam mo, kinabahan ako, Richard. Alam mo, kinabahan ako, guys. Parang sinabi niya, Michi, ang layunin ko dito ay maghanap ng may magmamahal at mamahalin.
Pwede rin. Hindi natin.
Pwede rin.
Pwede rin.
Shout out sa mga
Shout out.
Diba, TJ?
Sa mga single.
Lako ka, sabi ko sa'yo.
Alright, so sige. Dahil na-interview na natin sila, nagpakilala na sila, may mga bagong comments sa comment section.
Yes,
so batiin muna natin sila. So, una pala, binabati po natin yung chief editor ng Best Magazine, Doc Joseph. Sino po yung chief editor?
Nandali. Nagulat
diba?
Si Richard Hinyola. Hindi lang siya CEO, ang may-ari ng Best Magazine. Siya rin ang namumuno at editor-in-chief.
Okay. So,
minsan
CEO
nakikita.
and chief editor as well.
As well. So, minsan nakikita mo na pinifeature niya yung mga magagandang show, mga yung established, yung mga may mga nagawang kabutihan ng mga individual, ganyan. So, yung sinabi ko, yung show namin, ay, okay yan. I-feature natin.
Ay, very okay po. Very okay. Very okay po.
Parang Richard Persahan ito. Hindi. Okay.
Very okay. Very okay po kami.
Yeah, di ba?
Gusto namin yan. At saka, Doc, na-mention mo yung mga taong gumagawa ng kabutihan sa kapwa.
Yes,
well,
okay.
Guys, please watch out soon. The Sunday Health Show will be launching our very own foundation. Of course, sponsored by the one and only, truly, Dr. Joseph Lee. Siya po yung unang-unang mamimigay ng donation po sa ating mapipili for the Sunday Health Show Foundation. Diba? So, new season, new member, new segments, tapos mga marami pa tayong kailangang abangan. So, okay. Yun. Okay, so binabati po namin ulit si Sir Richard ng Best Magazine. Po, magandang tanghali na po pala sa inyo, and thank you for tuning into the Sunday Health Show. So guys, basahin natin yung comments. Let's go, Sir Freddy. Simulan natin kay Sir Freddy.
Yes. Sabi dito, galing kay Janet Vergara. Hi, Doc. Doc Lee, Joseph Lee, looking good.
Hi, Ma'am Janet.
Tama na. Diba?
Big boss rin yan, big boss. Big boss ko dati yan.
Yes, Ma'am Janet. At ito din, galing kay Cherito. Cherito, di ko mabasa. Go, Regine! Yes!
Dean po yan. Hello, Dean. Dean po ng School of Medical Technology.
Wow.
Thank you
po hi, Ma'am.
Thank you for watching. Nagulat naman ako dito. Thank you po, Dean.
Si Dean pala andito. Magandang araw po sa inyo.
Kagalang-galang.
Baka mamaya may mali ako masabi. Kaya ko.
Miss Jihan, it's your turn.
Yes, galing naman kay Rex Zantua Macariza. Hi, Ninong Doc Lee.
Wow, Ninong.
Hello.
Hi, alam mo, itong inaanak Rex. Itong inaanak ko, innovator. He has lots of products. Sabi ko, anak, lahat ng product mo, dito mo salpak, ha? Sponsoran mo ang the Sunday Health Show. Okay daw.
Okay daw. Okay.
Ayan.
Galing naman.
Hala.
Kay Papa Lem Perolino. Hi, Papi. Hello. Welcome back, PSHS. Papi!
Wow.
Si Papa Lem yan eh.
Yes.
Ayan.
Oh my God.
Hi, Brother
Sir
Jay.
Angelo, yan. Daming fans ni Doc.
Si Sir Diego, ayan, nagsabay kami ni Doc.
Go, Mitzi, go.
Si Sir Diego po ay asawa ng ating celebrity guest for today. So, hindi ko binabantayan na ni Sir Diego ang pagdating ni Miss Angela dito sa health show.
Diba, Angel, si Diego kasi ay very famous 80s to the 90s celebrity actor. Ngayon kasi iba na ang direksyon niya, newscaster at host. O, 'di ba? Ganyan.
Right.
Ayan. Sabi ni Papa Lem din, dami nyo na
Gusto mo mag-join?
Sali na.
Ito, si Voice Master. Ayan, nanonood sa atin, si Sir Pocholo.
Hi, Pocholo.
De Leon
Hi, Sir
Gonzalez.
Choi.
So
Hi,
proud
sir.
of you all. Great day.
Thank you. Thank you po.
Ano? Hello?
Si Papa Lab ulit.
Keyboard warrior pala tong si Papa Lem.
Kaya nga, thanks Papa Lem. And Doc Freshness Lee daw. So, yun. Yan. Okay.
Sino po
Feel ko
ang
si BM pa rin
susunod?
yun.
Si Papa Lem. Gusto ko yung gulat, mame. Si Sir Rondel Paraiso, present din. Doc Joseph.
Hello, Rondel.
Hello.
Wow.
Kay Mitzi.
You meet, kilala mo siya, di ba? Yung guest natin,
Yes.
Mitzi.
Opo. Si Sir Rondel ay galing from, taga Mindanao ho siya.
Bukidnon.
Wow. Opo. Yun. So, hello to Sir Rondel. And balita ko po, maraming cases sa kanila. As in, maliit lang kasi yung part nila, Doc, di ba? So, lalo na't iilan lang din yung hospital. So, grabe nung nalaman ko na sobrang daming cases dun sa kanila. So, guys, let's pray for everyone sa buong Pilipinas, sa buong mundo. Kasi grabe, kawawa yung mga nasa kasuluk-sulukan ng natin, ng
He's
parte
from
ng mundo.
Bukidnon.
Yes po.
Eto, nako.
Kilala ko
Si
yan.
Junico. Nako, my
Sino to?
goodness.
Junico.
Ang isa sa mga presidente ng fan club ni Mitzi. Shout out
Yes.
sa mga Meet Sims. Magandang araw sa iyo, Junico. At dahil dyan, magre-report na po ang Meet Sims headquarters sa may Pasig City. Di ba, Junico? Nandun ang headquarters ng Meet Sims. Alam ni Junico yan. Ito naman, Jello de la Paz. Magandang araw sa iyo, brother. Team Sunday Health Show.
Yes, hello.
Uy, ang ating content producer.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Magandang araw,
Yeah.
sir.
So guys, para sa mga hindi pa nakaka-follow sa Facebook page, Instagram, please head on to the Sunday Health Show Facebook page and Instagram to be updated sa kahit anong mga health updates, news. Yun. We are trying our best to also help inform and keep everyone updated. Yun. Alright. Next, we're ready.
Yes, galing din kay Ariel Salvador. Hi, Dr. Lee, viewing from Australia.
Eto na mo. Sa Australia na tayo.
Yes.
Yan. Ayan, si Papa Lem pa rin. Shout out sa mga nagpuyat sa CVA Saturday Night Out. Bakit fresh pa rin kayo? Of course.
Fresh.
I-blame natin yan kay Doc Fresh. Kasalanan ni Doc yan. Bakit fresh kami?
Oo. Very contagious. Oo. Pero hindi viral, ha? Hindi yung virus, ha?
Yes. Okay. So, guys, natapos na natin yung yung mga bagong dating sa comment section. So, si Doc Joanne ay nandito na. So, I guess it's time now para sa kwentong kalusugan at ang pinakamahaba at pinakasiksik at liglig na parte ng health show. So, here we go. Okay, tara na sa kwentuhan and let us welcome
Napagitna si
guest.
Mitzi talaga. Diba?
Oo nga, no?
Napagitna natin, Richard.
Ano? Hindi, ganun pogi rin, charot. Ayun no. Oo nga, no? So, sige. Simulan na natin. Nandito na rin si Doc Joanne. So, guys, sa kwentong kalusugan pala, makakasama niyo po kami ni Doc Joseph, ang aming in-house celebrity urologist. At of course, ang bago po naming host. At of course, magiging partner ko po dito sa The Sunday Health Show, si Sir Richard Abalos.
Yan! Yes, that's correct, Mitzi. So, introduce ko na ang ating esteemed speaker ngayong tanghali. So, she is a BS... Hala, ba't nawala ako? So, okay. So, i-introduce ko pala habang naka-overlay. Gets ko na. She is a BS Psychology graduate of UP Diliman with a Doctor of Medicine degree from UERRMC. She has also appeared on different social media platforms, TV and teleradio shows including ABS-CBN and DZMM Teleradio, GMA5 or GMA TV5 and many more as a strong advocate of mental health and well-being. She is also the current residency training officer and of the Department of Psychiatry at the Veterans Memorial Medical Center. She is also active in the academe as a faculty member of the Ateneo School of Medicine and Public Health and Health Sciences program, of the Ateneo de Manila University. Now, let's roll the carpet for our guest for this afternoon, Dr. Joanne May G. Perez Rifarial. Great day, Doc!
Hello!
Yay! Welcome back,
Hello!
Dr.
Good
Joanne.
afternoon, Doc Joseph. Hello!
Grabe!
Doc Joseph, for having
Yeah.
me once again. Mitzi, hello! And of course, Sir Richard, nice to meet you, Sir Richard.
Nice to meet you, Doc.
Maraming
Diba?
salamat, Doc Joseph. Kamusta ka na, Doc
Ito
Joseph?
po,
Of course, Mitzi.
siyempre,
Maraming
ikaw ang aming
salamat.
suki every time na
Salamat.
magbubukas ang first episode at first season.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you talaga. And congratulations on your season 3, di ba?
Yeah!
Thank you talaga for having me. Congratulations and more power. All the best, Doc, and the Sunday Health Show team. Maraming salamat po.
Alright, so we're sure na, Doc, grabe, Doc
Yes.
Joanne, na-miss po kayo ng audience namin. And thank you kasi isang chat lang talaga. Grabe, okay agad si Doc.
course.
Yes na
Of
yes.
Anytime. Di ba, Doc Joseph? Especially during this time, na talagang ang lagi ko nga sinasabi when I also give my talks, no? Because really, kailangan during this time of pandemic and new normal, we work together. We are all in this together as one family, as one community. Kaya isang text lang ni Mitzi, go kaagad. Kasi again, I'm also part. I'm also one with you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Doctora.
Really great to see you. And of course, Sir Richard.
Alright, Doc. So, oo nga po, it's been a while and we're looking forward sa mga panibagong kaalaman na ibabahagi nyo po ngayon. Before we start, baka may gusto po ba kayong batiin, i-shoutout or i-share sa ating programa, Doc?
Babatiin ko lang kayo, di ba? Again, happy season 3. Congratulations. And ang aking asawa, nandito ngayon. Hello sa aming family. Always naman very supportive sila. In the same way, nakasama lagi in our part ng ating mental health, maintaining that wellness and healthy mind and in a healthy body. Always kasama doon yung social support. So, I'm really very happy na kasama ulit ako today to be able to impart and help raise awareness on mental health and mental health concerns, especially during this time of quote-unquote, Doc Joseph, no, new normal na kasi ngayon. Kasi we are currently...
Tama.
Ilan na ba, Doc? 1 year and 7 months
10
na, no?
10 months.
10 na ba? Oo. Grabe, na-lost na rin ako, Doc. Yeah. So talagang sobrang na po, no? We are
sobrang tagal na. And we know no, na pag in any situation, pag medyo prolonged na, di ba, Doc? Pag medyo prolonged, it can have some impact on our health, be it physical, emotional, mental, psychological, or social well-being.
Okay, simulan na po natin ang questions natin.
Yes, sure.
Simulan ko na po, Doc Joseph and Sir Rich.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, Doc Joanne, ever since po before, sobrang underrated na pag-usapan yung mental health. As in, bihira lang siya maririnig. And then when the pandemic came, talks all about mental health is now everywhere. So, ngayon po, as a psychiatrist, how would you reach out to the people who are not sure if they have mental health issues brought by the pandemic?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Mitzi. Kasi mas maganda, before I answer that, Mitzi, okay lang ba na I give a context muna about the mental health?
Yes,
kasi nga, before we go sa mental health issues, para lang, it's more, parang to contextualize lang. Really, during this time, no, it's really important na we embrace, di ba? I-embrace natin. This is something new. We are going through difficult times, but know na we are never alone. Diba? Kaya nga sama-sama always tayo. In fact, Dr. Joseph, during this time of new normal, during this time of parang nagta-transition na tayo ngayon due to the prolonged health crisis, meron in fact 5, if I may mention lang quickly, Mitzi, 5 new phenomena during this time of new normal na may impact sa ating mental health. Number 1, ito ang tinatawag natin na fatigue, which is pandemic fatigue. So it can cause fatigue similar to anything. It's recognized by the World Health Organization as something which would result from chronic or prolonged state of public health crisis like this pandemic. Fatigue, di ba? Kaya parang exhausted, pagod. So it can manifest as people really feeling demotivated to follow mga protocols. So pag sometimes may nakikita tayo, hindi masyadong fino-follow ang mga health protocols. So it can be a manifestation. Another fatigue naman is Zoom fatigue, di ba? Pero ito naman, it's not really about Zoom lang. No? It's about any form of virtual platforms of communication, be it Google Hangout, yung kahit iba-ibang types of online platforms of communication. Fatigue also is there. Kasi nga, from back to back, no? Na online classes, online meetings. So, it can really happen. In fact, Doc, no, na-recognize to siya as a new phenomenon now, this Zoom fatigue. And the researchers and professors from Stanford University, in fact, have looked into this at gumawa po sila ng Zoom fatigue and exhaustion scale. Just to measure, no, to measure. So, it has 10 items. Para siyang survey form. So, especially for those working from home because of back-to-back meetings or classes. Another ngayon is cabin fever. So, if you notice, puro mga fatigue or fever, no? Mga ngayon. Because of the long haul, di ba? Kasi long haul kasi yung topic po ninyo. So fever also, cabin fever, it's because of the prolonged, hindi siya fever na contagious, but it's because of the prolonged confinement sa ating mga spaces, sa ating four walls ng bahay, or apartment, or condo because of the restrictions, quarantine restrictions. Another is infodemic. Ang sabi nila, Doc Joseph, di ba, there is another form of pandemic now or epidemic now. It's due to the barrage of info.
Yes,
ang daming info na pumapasok. Yeah, Sir Richard, di ba, when we open our gadget, pag gano'n natin, ang daming mga info which can be fake news, misinformation, disinformation, halo-halo. So,
overwhelming.
Of course, Doc, di ba? Overwhelming siya. It can cause symptoms of anxiety also or stress pag nababasa natin yung mga negative. So, yun ang pang number 4. And lastly, there is a term now. I don't know, Mitzi, kasi sa medyo sa age nyo ito, very common in your age group. Languishing. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Languishing. Bago din siya, and it has been matagal na siya na term, but medyo nag-resurface siya ngayon, again, because of this prolonged state ng health crisis. Public health crisis is this global health phenomenon now. So, languishing, yung parang that feeling of being stuck. That feeling na nagsa-stagnant tayo. There's stagnation. versus flourishing. So parang, kung halimbawa, tatanungin ko kayo, "Uy, kamusta ka?" Tapos ang sabi is parang, parang gano'n, meh. Parang, yeah, parang gano'n. Pero hindi naman siya necessarily na depressed because it's not depression. Hindi din siya happy. So, nandun lang, no? So parang, okay lang, okay lang. Kasi nga, there is a feeling na because of sobrang tagal na ng pandemic, stagnant tayo. We are not flourishing. We are not growing in other areas of our lives. So, yun yung 5 phenomena now. And because of this, again, it's really important to understand, Mitzi, based on sa question mo kanina, Mitzi. So, really, we need to understand that these are all normal. Normal yun na we feel fatigued. Merong feeling of exhaustion, may feeling of anxiety, especially if we read mga news na mga negative or medyo, it can evoke emotions ng losses, especially, Doc, sa mga na-infect or who have gone through the infection, or kung meron silang kapamilya na or kamag-anak or friends na who have gone through the infection. Of course, there is that feeling of loss, grieving. Dumadaan din tayo sa grieving process. Kahit tayo, Doc, di ba? Kung tayo ay nag-aalaga ng isang patient, and then sila also, we get info na sila din dumaan sa infection. Secondary, we can also feel traumatized because of mga naririnig natin na news of what happens for those patients under our care. So, ang daming emotions ngayon. So, just to clarify lang na all of these emotions are normal. Grieving process, of course, it's very normal. And of course, remember that wag matakot because help is always available. So, like for this, kaya, di ba, Mitzi, when you message, sabi ko, yes ka agad. So, help is always available, and meron also mga hotlines if you feel po that you really need to talk to someone about all of the emotions na we are going through now.
I just like to ask, Richard and Mitzi, for your indulgence. So, si Doktora. Now, kasi we have individuals who are introvert, who hindi naman sila yung A personality. When you say A personality, yung alam mo, they can outgo or they can outlive whatever stress or anxiety or mental difficulties, in a sense that they can be stabilized very easily. What about these individuals who are, hindi ko naman sinabi, Doktora, weakling, pero alam mo medyo mahina, yung alam mo yung di ba misa sabi mahina ang loob mo, magsalita ka, sabihin mo yung gusto mo. Since this pandemic has been so prolonged, how do you address this individual to pull them out from their basket and tell them, things will be positive, things will be okay, wag na kayong kasi they might go into a more deeper problems, di ba?
Yes, agree ako, Doc Joseph. And of course, true, it can happen in reality, di ba po? Meron talagang mga iba na talaga it's medyo the personality din nila, sila yung medyo quiet, tahimik lang sila. For some reason, hindi sila masyado talagang machika about their emotions. Number one is of course, again, as mentioned kanina, na very important talaga, social support is very important. By social support, ang meaning nito is for someone na hindi masyadong kumikibo, nagsasalita, let us always reassure the person na anytime, pag ready na siya to open up, to talk to us about the concerns niya, the challenges, problems, we are always there, ready to listen, to listen actively sa kanya once he or she is ready. Because, Doc, sometimes also, pag ipupush natin sila na ipupush, parang when we somehow, parang ask them questions, parang nagiging intrusive, They may find it intrusive na also to their privacy, and sometimes kailangan din nila ng time to process their own emotions, their own thoughts, their own feelings. So, let's find the balance na wag naman tayong too intrusive na parang feeling nila parang mas napupull away sila from us, napupush back sila from opening up. But at the same time, kung hindi pa sila ready, then the reassurance is there na anytime when you feel ready to open up, andito lang ako to really listen And in fact, Doc Joseph, pag sinabi natin yon, iba, very therapeutic yon. Very therapeutic when we tell someone na we are here anytime to listen. Kasi listening alone on itself, no, it's very therapeutic already. Kahit wala tayong sasabihin, kahit makinig lang tayo, wala tayong sasabihin, sobrang therapeutic yon. And especially for someone na medyo, medyo hesitant sila to open up, sometimes, okay also na wala tayong mga comments masyado, but listening and making sure na the person has someone to talk to and we empathize. Empathy then also, Dr. Joseph, is very important. Sir Richard, Bitsy, yun yung when someone comes to us, lalo na pag hirap sila to open up, then aside from listening, empathy is very important. Yun yung ipuput natin ang ating sarili in their shoes and we go through the same emotions, kung ano yung nararamdaman nila. We feel kung ano yung pain nila. For example, the pain of being isolated, for example, kasi nagka-COVID, for example. So, ang feelings nila during isolation, we also feel that na, it's talagang we go through the pain. So, it helps then, para we do not, at least, when we are able to recognize the emotions, so, nalalabanan natin yun, hindi natin nako-compare ang kanila experience sa iba. Di ba, sometimes kasi, Doc, nako-compare natin, ay, wala yan.
Parang you're saying, Dr. there's a path of reassurance na things will be fine, things will be okay, you know.
Yes po. Reassurance is very important, Doc, no? And ang always lang din also is, may mga siguro, babantayan lang din natin na baka may masabi tayo na which can also be medyo risky also, like yung yun na parang things will be better, I'm here for you, reassure, but never compare na oy, si si person B nga ay iba ang reaction niya noon, hindi siya ganyan. Ay, wag tayong mag-compare kasi syempre we have our own stories, di ba? Iba-iba ang stories natin. So never compare and bawal judgmental kasi always alam natin na what they are going through really during this time of pandemic. Talagang those are real emotions, totoong emotions po yun. Yung mga takot, especially di ba ngayon na ang daming problems with di ba, aside from health concerns, anxiety about finances, kasama yun, employment status, yung iba naman po isolation, the fear, the trauma, especially if may mga guilt feelings yun, halimbawa lang kung feeling nila they are to be blamed because na-infect yung kasama sa bahay. So ang dami talagang emotions. It's a range of emotions, but what's important is we never never discriminate, never stigmatize, never be judgmental. Kaya bawal judgmental and always maintain po that empathy always. Kasi each one of us is going through our own stories, our own struggles and challenges.
Richard.
Yon, thank you, Doc. So
thank you.
Ako naman ang may question for Doc Joanne regarding naman sa vaccine. So, as a doctor, what can you say as an advice sa mga tao who are still confused whether they would take the vaccines or not? Ano pong may sasuggest ninyo sa kanya, Doc?
Yeah, oo. Depende po. Yes, number one, di ba? Ako ay tapos na ako, Doc. I'm fully vaccinated. Sir Richard, naka 2 doses na ako. Di ba? Talagang proud. Yes, proud na proud. Kasi nung start pa lang, talagang kailangan kasi I also work in a hospital setting. Important po, sometimes kasi we need to know also, very important, we need to know ano ang root cause, kung anong reason. Ano ang reason for them feeling anxious about getting the vaccine. Para kung alam natin yung root cause, then doon natin i-address yun. For example, kung ang cause is may fear sila about the side effects, then we can reassure them na bigyan natin sila ng data, di ba? From this data, ito yung data, there is a robust na data which would show na mas mataas pa rin ang benefits more than the risks of getting vaccinated. And definitely, it's very helpful, lalo na ngayon with the current trends and may bagong mga variants. So, bigyan natin na mas maganda, scientific, evidence-based always ang ating pong advice or recommendations.
Alright.
di ba, Doc Joseph, risks versus benefits lagi ang tinitingnan kasi natin. Kaya sa mga patients ko din, Doc, yun ang sinasabi ko, no? Na, meron siyang risks kasi anything naman, di ba, kahit na paracetamol, di ba, Doc? There will always be some risks for side effects. But always tingnan natin yung benefit, which will always outweigh pa rin given the findings ng mga data available for the vaccines. Kayo, Doc, na-vaccine na kayo, Doc? Or have you been vaccinated?
Yes. Pa? Yung unang salvo ng Doktora Joanne ng Sinovac. Kami po ang una. Kami po ang unang turukan.
Yes, Doc. I hope sila Mitzi also and si Sir Richard.
Same. Yes. May pa po. Fully vaccinated na.
Yay! Thank you. Yes po.
Mitzi.
Yes, opo, Doc. Doc Joanne, ako naman po, I'm a strong believer kasi na, in life, we always have a choice. Parang lagi tayong, yung buhay natin, it always depends sa pipiliin natin, sa pang everyday natin. So, tanong ko lang to, kasi diba, we always have a choice. So, for positivity, is positivity an everyday decision po ba dapat? Or should there be a time na mas piliin nating maging malungkot, i-feel yon? What would you say about that po?
Yes. So parang follow-up siya, Mitzi, doon sa first question mo, di ba? Yung about the emotions. No? Ako, I always remind everyone, especially now, during this time, no, na tama yung sinabi na question sa isang pageant, di ba? Na it's okay not to feel okay during this time of pandemic. Let us remember na all of our emotions now, be it fear, anxiety, takot. Sabi, ang daming sources of takot ngayon. Stress or prolonged stress can be distress, for example, or symptoms of sadness, di ba? Sadness is a normal emotion, so it's okay to embrace, di ba? Embrace all of these emotions. Mas maganda na we acknowledge, we embrace all of these emotions because after natin i-acknowledge ito, then if we need to do something about it, then it will propel us, di ba? To the action part after the awareness day. So, okay lang, Mitzi, na we acknowledge it. In fact, kung wala tayong emotions, kung hindi tayo nalulungkot, edi para tayong alien, di ba? Na parang yung parang wala tayong feelings, para tayong alien na nasa vacuum. So, really, let's embrace all of our emotions and then monitor lang natin na always, yung coping is very important. Kasi sometimes, dun sa question mo, Mitzi, yung the emotions are there, na we acknowledge it, but ang action, which is the coping part or the action part is unhealthy or negative. So doon tayo pwedeng potentially, it can be a problem. So may iba kasi na ang coping nila when they go through something stressful is mga negative behaviors like increase, halimbawa, in alcohol intake, di ba? Yung mga ganon. No? So may mga behavioral problems or patterns na we need to watch out for kasi pwedeng unhealthy na siya. Especially during this time of COVID, ayaw natin na yung na-increase yung smoking kasi ayaw natin na matamaan yung lungs, etc. So mga ganon or use of mga substances or risk-taking behaviors. So iba-iba, marami yun, na mga risk-taking behaviors. So maganda pa rin, we acknowledge and then we do something about it. Kasi sabi nga nila, a bit of stress, di ba, is always good. Wag tayong matakot sa salitang stress, di ba? Kasi stress is a normal part of life, similar to changes. Any form of change is also a part of life kasi every day we are evolving, we are growing, we are learning from our mga challenges, mistakes, failures from the past. Kaya wag natin balik-balikan yon. What's important is to grow, move from those experiences.
Alright.
Yeah, okay lang yun. Yeah. Although, ang i-point out ko lang, we have time pa, Mitzi? Doc?
Yes, opo.
May time pa? Ang ko lang, Mitzi, yung question mo kasi, para din siyang spectrum. We can also look at it na spectrum siya, na in life, ang ating emotions, spectrum. So, meron siyang normal sadness. Again, it's normal. Tapos, meron siyang increase ng severity. So yun, bantayan din natin yun. So yung red flags, we need to be aware kung ano yung red flags for us to say na this is something na medyo already medyo risky na, or there is a risk to having more serious the mental health concerns.
Okay. Thank you, Doc Joanne.
Yes.
Okay. Minsan talaga kapag na-mention ni Doc na hindi naman lahat, 'di ba? Hindi naman everyday masaya tayo. So we will really have to experience the challenges, the risks. Minsan naisip ko sana before I was born, na plano ko na yung buhay ko para walang stress. Ay, diba? Minsan may mga ganun tayong thought.
Although talagang we need to also remember na there is stress always. We cannot avoid it. In fact, stress is a normal part of life. In fact, Meet Z, nasa siya, if we define kasi mental health, definition lang ng mental health, meron siyang 4 elements. Number 1, alam natin kung anong ating talents, our skills, our ability, capability. So, alam natin, like si Doc Joseph, talagang very good siya, di ba? Sa kanyang role as a physician, si Meet Z naman, sa kanyang role as a medtech, tapos si Sir Richard in his role, di ba? So, ganon. So, alam natin yun. Number 2, we are able to cope. Kaya coping is very important. Cope with the normal stressors of life. Meaning, stress will always be there. What's important is that we are able to cope with it well. Number 3, we are able to work productively and fruitfully. Meaning, sa ating role bilang medtech, for example, si Mitzi, kahit na stress tayo, there's a bit of stress, kaya pa rin natin to work productively at the end of each day. Kaya natin to fulfill our role. We are able to function well. And lastly, we are able to make a contribution to our community. Especially ngayon, during this time of pandemic, we are able to contribute in our own little way. So, yun. Kaya kahit sa definition of mental health, the word stress, in fact, is mentioned there. So, again, always remember na stress is a normal part of life. There is such a thing as productive form of stress. Ito yung stress which will push us to wake up in the morning. Morning na. Kailangan na magluto. Kailangan nang magplansya. Kailangan na mag-prepare for class, for work, for school. Or pag si Doc Joseph, kailangan na mag-prepare for duty. Mga ganon. Yun yung type ng productive form of stress.
Yan ang aga-aga lagi dumising ni Doc, lalo na pag meron siyang hosting. Imagine, nagme-message ako kay Doc mga 5 a.m. gising na si Doc for a 6 a.m.
Grabe.
show, di ba?
Grabe, Doc.
No, I turn things negative into positive. Meaning, even my time, no? So, I try to sleep as much, di ba, Doc Joanne?
Yes po.
Not that I do not like what is yung online, yung Netflix and other game, but I try to preserve the energy that I will do in the next morning para at least my mind is clear and things are going to be okay. No, you just have to extend positivity in your hospital kasi when you go to the hospital, alam mo naman, nakakatakot na yan, di ba? There are a lot of problems. So, you just have to share your positivity to others so that the other people can embrace it. Then, we'll all, be, well with regards to our mental, stability.
Yeah. Correct, Doc. In fact, Doc, na-mention mo yung sleep, which is really very important. Talagang siya po. In fact, when we teach po ang mga how to stay healthy, mentally healthy po during this time of pandemic and new normal, kasama talaga yon. Kasi when we say health, physical, mental, and social, and spiritual, so physically, kasama yung sinabi ni Doc Joseph na getting enough rest and sleep, eating well, eating healthy food, and of course, exercise. Kasi it will boost the levels of endorphins, happy hormones yun. And then psychologically, find a stress outlet, which is really very important, di ba, Doc, especially during this time. Kaya nagkakaroon ng mga trending na mga stress outlet na mga dancing, or growing plants, kasi very relaxing and calming sila. And socially naman, maintain social connectedness despite the physical distancing. So, Kaya very important also na kahit na we are isolated, mag-isa tayo in our room, in our house, or naka-quarantine tayo, we maintain that social connectedness.
Yeah.
We can always catch up digitally. Doon papasok yung positive na impact ng social media for us to catch up digitally. Although wag naman excessive kasi meron din mga risks of excessive use of gadgets and social media. And spiritually, of course, let's find the meaning and purpose of what is going on through meditation, prayer. Yung iba, they listen to uplifting songs para we know, no? And bangon lang. Bangon always. That's resilience. Our ability to bounce back forward.
Yes, that's correct, Doc. And I do agree. I do every morning and every evening a little prayer meditation. And of course, exercise din is important sa ating kalusugan. Now,
Correct.
Unfortunately, we have to let you go, Doc.
Sure, of course.
But before we...
Hello?
Yes, Mitzi.
Sir, before we let Doc John go, we will have her with Miss Angela po for a short while. Tapos,
okay, I'm sorry.
Yun, dun pa lang. So, yun lang
Yeah,
po.
sure po. I'll be here. I'm okay. Here lang ako.
Ayun.
Okay, so dahil dyan, maybe we can ask one more question.
Sure.
For Doc Joanne, how can we stay positive? How can we stay positive but stay negative for COVID at the same time? Yes.
Yeah, at the same time. Always remember again na in life, everything naman, there is a spectrum. Kahit na emotions natin, there is a spectrum to that. In life, it's not always positive or negative, no? Kasi extremes na yon. Let us acknowledge that it's always a spectrum. And within that spectrum, there is that area in between wherein we can make some changes, some options. We can come up with options. We can come up with mga compromises in that spectrum. So, always natin, let's embrace the positive, negative. Kasi from the negatives naman din kasi, we can learn something, di ba? It can push us also to learn, grow from that situation. And of course, to be able for us to help us move forward. Move forward tayo lagi. Kaya di ba, ang resilience, negative, ang ano ng resilience, there's a negative experience na we feel low, parang bumabagsak ang ating feeling, di ba? Pag merong stressor, pag merong trauma, pag merong mga calamity, parang feeling tin bagsak. But I always remember Doc Joseph, yung sabi ng aking mentor doon. Sabi niya, ay, okay lang yan pag when you feel na you're in your rock bottom already. Kasi remember na when you are in your rock bottom, there's no other way to go but up. And that is resilience. Up and forward, meaning let's learn from all the negatives, from all the mistakes, failures natin, kasi there is always hope. Laging may hope for change, for our growth, both personally and professionally.
Alright, so yes, maraming salamat, Doc.
Yes, thank you po.
Yes. I think meron pa tayong second esteemed guest for today.
Opo, yes. Pasensya po kanina. Yon guys, we will be joined by our celebrity guest, Miss Angela Cancio Lagunsad. She is a UNTV broadcast journalist. She's also an advocate for the rights of persons with disability, women, and children. At nagbabalik po sa aming show, the ever pretty and gorgeous. Grabe, dalawa na, double. Let us all give a hand for Miss Angela Cancio Lagunsad.
Hi, good afternoon po, ma'am.
Gulo pala ng
Magandang araw, great day.
Yes. Magandang umaga sa inyo at pasensya na kayo kasi pang Zoom yung setup ko so may mga background etc. Ngayon wala palang background kapag StreamYard. Good morning and thank you for having me again. It's so nice to see, of course, ang ever emperor namin. We call Doc Joseph our emperor, all hail emperor. Okay. So nice to see you. Of course, Mitzi, hi. And of course, it's so nice to meet you, si
Richard.
Richard.
Ay, likewise, Ma'am Angela.
Oo, and of course, si Doc Joanne, that I was listening kanina pa. Hi, Doc Joanne. So nice to meet you. And agree ako sa lahat ng sinabi ni Doc Joanne.
Hello! Hello,
po.
Ma'am Angela. Nice to meet you, Ma'am.
Opo. Ayun. So, thank you again for having me. So, anong pagkukwentuhan natin?
Okay.
Ay,
So,
ikaw muna,
actually,
Mitzi.
ayan, request ni Doc Joseph po na magsama yung dalawa naming guests for a good banter, lalo na all about mental health po yung pag-uusapan natin. So, simulan po natin sa pagiging celebrity and host ni Miss Angela. Of course, nagpre-prepare ka po for your hosting, most especially for the TV news reportings. So, as a host na simula po nag-pandemic, you are hosting the news, and kapag naririnig niyo yung news, does it ever affect your health, as in well-being, as in habang naririnig mo, you're saying it, ganon?
Oo. Well, yun nga, in my line of work, talagang I cannot say na I'm the one to say na stay away dun sa mga news, etc. Because we live and breathe news, no, in our line of work. So talagang there's no escape to that. And yes, because I am human, I feel all of those things that you've mentioned earlier, diba? I feel sad. I languish too. And there are times that I feel lazy as well, and I don't want to do anything. And pinapatulan ko yun, no? I guess Doc Joanne would agree with me na I let myself be lazy kahit one day lang. Diba? And then, the next day, push forward. Kumbaga, move forward with your lives. Parang sabi nga nila, in this cycle of, never-ending loss, no? Kasi every day when you click your social media, you'll see someone has died, someone is in critical condition. So this cycle of never-ending loss, diba? In this very suffocating pandemic, I think it is better also that you let yourself grieve, 'di ba? Find your cope. Ika nga, 'di ba? Kung gusto mo mag-sulk, gusto mo mag-cry, gusto mo mag-rage, gusto mong tumulala, 'di ba? And do nothing or think or stay awake and keep thinking, whatever that is. You just let your emotions out. But most importantly, yun yung ginagawa ko naman dito, because I would say nga, tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo, I would find myself also na sad and depressed dun sa mga nangyayari. Who would it be, diba? Because sino ba naman yung nag-isip na ganito yung mangyayari sa akin? And for myself, not just dun sa career ko, but I also have family, no? I have a child. I have a teenager who's, learning to live his life, and all of a sudden, it stops. So, yung anxiety mo na may uncertainty of the future, paano na yung anak ko, diba? My son, kilala ni Doc Joseph yan, na very sporty pa yan, na talagang he's a very outgoing person. So, there's this feeling of uncertainty and all those emotions. So but the thing is, the important thing that you should do is to come back after you sulk, you rage, you grieve, or whatever it is that you want to feel. You come back and move forward, diba? Because even if you think that the world is ending or whatever it is, the world is better with you in it, diba? Even if you think you're not. So you have to move forward. And as they would always say, 10% is just what life happens, and 90% is how you react and how you move forward and how you diba, solve the things around you. So I guess that's it. Sabi nga natin, itong pandemic na tuloy-tuloy lang ako, okay lang. Itong pandemic na to has really made us think through our lives. Diba? Yung the ones that you think that were important before the pre-pandemic, marirealize mo na, it's not important pala ngayon, no? So being with your family, waking up in the morning, diba, is such a blessing already. So I guess that's how you should view life is. It's hard, it's depressing, but there's silver lining in everything. That sabi nga nila, at the end of the day, things will fall through. There will be light at the end of the tunnel, as cliche it may sound, but it is, diba? I'm very hopeful and very positive. Although yun nga, like ko sinasabi din na yung biglang tumaas ulit yung COVID-19 cases natin, parang there's like, I told Doc Joseph, that parang there's like a renewed COVID-19 anxiety. Diba? Because it's like, one moment you feel great and positive and hopeful na, okay na to, matatapos na tong pandemic na to, we can go out again or we could be with our families as well. Pero biglang all of a sudden, ang taas na naman ng cases and, diba? Parang everything's falling apart again. So I think there's this renewed COVID-19 anxiety in all of us. But yun nga, yung moving forward, is the best decision that you will ever make for your life. Diba? And you do parang, kumbaga, anong sabi nila? Parang gawin mo na lang ng mas maayos. Kumbaga, kung halimbawa hindi ka makaparty, andyan naman ang Zoom. Like what happened with my mom. It was my mom's 70th birthday. And this is a milestone, diba? And ang unang plan would be everybody would be present, especially the close family. But we cannot do that, no, because we have to remain virus free. So Zoom party na lang. And in the end, diba, we were all happy to see each other kahit sa mga windows lang. But we were able to connect. Sabi nga nila, kahit na if it's social distancing or physically distancing, we don't need to be disconnected, diba? There are several platforms that you can you can use and reach out. So I guess that's it. The gist of it all, feel sad, go ahead. Be sad. Diba? Magalit ka, yes. No? But guard your peace, diba? And move forward.
Ako, I just like to ask, no, siguro Dr. Joanne will later comment on that. Kasi for the longest that I know Angel, no, she's a very positive and a character, di ba? I was telling Dr. John Mitzi Richard, she's a character person, no? So I was just wondering, during this long pandemic, no, how do you keep your positivity up at the level of that you want? Because sometimes, as you were saying, there are instances that you will have yung negativity creeping on your skin, di ba? Parang dumadating siya eh. Everything, yun na-mention ni Joanne, anxiety, stress, and everything, they keep on banging you. So, how do you resolute and try to make it more even positive? Do you do things? I know you did some innovation, but can this help? Kasi, mental health is such a complex avenue, di ba, Joanne? Sometimes, okay, mamaya, papasok yung depression, anxiety, warak ka na naman. How do you stand up again? I'm okay. Now, okay ako. Alam mo yun? Ikaw.
Ako ba? Okay. Oh, yeah. Ako pala sasagot. Yeah, tama ka dyan, Doc Joseph. I agree with all of the things that you've said. And that this early on of 2021, I finally established a routine for myself. Siyempre, maaga tayo gumigising every day for morning show. After that, I make sure that I do my routine. So, ano yung mga routine na yun? So, I exercise, diba? I continue on with my yoga kasi pre-pandemic, uma-attend naman ako ng yoga. I learn how to jump rope. Yung mga ibang exercises about cardio, etc. Check ko lang yung sa YouTube University, diba? Marami naman yan. So, ano pa? I water my plants. Alam ni Doc Joseph yan. Before kasi pre-pandemic, kasi we have a garden here. I used to buy, I am really into buying plants talaga, pero I never really cared that much. Pero pagdating nitong pandemic, okay na. Kasi before talagang plants would die on me. Ngayon, I have this special project, yung Monstera, that I bought online lang na seed lang. And then right now, buhay pa siya. Yay! Tapos marami na siyang leaves. So I'm so happy hindi siya namamatay. Ano pa ba? And then I listen to this app. okay? This whole morning routine, I listen to this app. I mentioned this to Doc Joseph also before. It's called Abide. Okay, this Abide app contains verses of the Bible and reflections. And then after that, meron siyang option doon to write your journal. So, write ako ng journal about alam mo na yung mga nasa isip natin, journal about gratitude, journal about the things that are happening with us. And then right now, I'm also starting yung hard copy na ng journal. And alam mo yun, it helps me. Kasi I have a lot of thoughts in my mind. I have a lot of things to say, yung mga ganyan. So, it helps that you write it also, no? And nakakapag-practice pa tayo ng handwriting because this digital age, parang sino na naman nagsusulat ngayon na parang ang hirap. Mga doktor na lang yata nagsusulat.
Pero Angel, you're saying na before Richard asks your question, di ba? Parang yung productivity, new productivity, di ba, Dr. Joanne, might not be something that is new and you haven't tried, or you can go back to where you ended or you stopped during your early childhood, di ba? Like say, Angel, nagpe-paint ka before but you stopped because of certain work. So, bumalik ka ulit. So, that can be a channel of positivity, right?
So, I guess this, kasi, Doc, I'm doing things that I see fit for myself. So, it doesn't mean na baka, kung si Michi, hindi naman din siya mahilig sa plants. But kung pagpipilitan sa kanya gawin yung routine ko, diba?
Yeah.
Or maybe, Michi, nagustuhan ni Michi yung pag-write ko ng journal. Go ahead. If you think that will help you, go ahead, diba? Get it. So talagang tailor fit sa sarili mo dapat kasi we're different people, we have different reactions, we have different ways of coping up. Like Dr. Joanne has always been saying kanina pa na talagang kanya-kanya yan. So you just find how you cope. Find your cope, di ba nga? Yung coping mechanism mo. So if you feel that this thing or going back to your old hobby would help you, go ahead by all means. Di ba? If you want to rebuild your start a new business, a new hobby, why not also? Siguro lang at the end of the day, yung reflections mo dyan would you still carry on your old habits pre-pandemic or you rebuild yourself into a better you? Yung mga ganon, And I myself also kasi nga, as I mentioned earlier, I have a kid here, I have a child, 14 years old, na talagang teenager, formative years din niya yan. And we try to make it a point that meron siyang sense of normalcy pa rin, like for example, if it's Easter Bunny, ano ba yung tawag doon, yung Holy Week, diba? Yung Easter Sunday, ganyan.
Easter Sunday,
meron pa rin kaming Easter egg hunting, ganyan. Kaya lang ngayon 14 na siya, ewan ko kung okay pa rin siya. But last time, ganon. Tapos we would camp here sa living room namin. Alam ni Doc Joseph, we would build our tent. Tapos we'll watch a movie, we cook our food, or we order, we bake, yung mga ganyan, Alam yan ni Doc Joanne, kasi para lang ma-feel nung child that it's not the end of the world, we can still do things. So, I guess yun yung mga important things, yung mga bullet points that I think that best na magawa namin as a family and for myself as well, to be able to get through this pandemic.
Alright, so thank you, Miss Angela, but I will ask, ito naman ang aking question for you, ma'am.
Wag mata.
So, okay lang yun. Mahina din po ako doon. So, I can totally relate. So, my question for you is, how do you reach out naman? How do you reach out to friends or relatives whom you know are experiencing tough situations during this pandemic?
Yeah, that's a good question. And actually, I forgot to tell you about that to reach out also to your friends, your families, kahit na hindi mo pa alam kung ano yung nangyayari sa kanila. No, you just make it a point na, oy, teka, parang hindi ko na naririnig si ganito. Doc Jose, parang tahimik ka. Doc Jose.
Parang ginagawa namin yan.
Diba? Doc Jose, buhay ka pa, yung mga ganyan. Ganun lang naman. But on a serious note, talagang you really have to check on each other.
Yeah.
Kasi lalo na ngayon that we have a lot of platforms to use to check, diba? To bridge the gap. Ika nga. So, as much as possible, I talk to my friends. Tapos yan, sila Doc Joseph, nakakausap ko rin naman. Tapos during this pandemic, I was so happy because I was able to connect with my high school friends. Alam mo yun, we were able to talk about life and whatnot, diba? So, ganun lang talaga. If yun nga yung tanong mo, papaano? I use social media. Diba? That's what they are here for. Tinatawagan ko sila, we have video calls, we message each other. Tapos kasi tulad nga ng ating nababanggit, no, na iba-ibang tao, so iba-iba din sila how they react. If I feel that this certain person, tahimik lang siya at ayaw niya magsalita, I would always just send, pero nabanggit niya sa akin na she is going through something, I would just always send that person ng mga quotes of the day or, hey, good morning, ganyan, yung mga ganon. And then, kasi ang hirap naman kasi mag-push if someone is not yet ready to open up. So, you just have to let them resolve the things on their own. And then, what's important is to let them know that whatever it is that they're going through, you are there for them. And you're ready to listen if they're ready to talk to you. Yeah. Ganun na lang. Yun lang. That's how we cope. That's how I cope with friends. That's how I connect. Ganyan.
Yeah. Dr. Joanne, you want to comment
Yes.
on what Angela is
Bongga bonggang-bongga yung mga mention po ni Ma'am Angela. In fact po, if I may, I would like to summarize. Kasi kami po, Doc, no, when we also, para mas madali siyang maalala, when we give also our suggestions and recommendations, Ma'am Angela. Lahat ng sinabi mo, Ma'am, check, perfect yon. In fact, we are able to, para mas madali siyang maalala for our viewers and listeners, crumbs. Ang acronym, no, CRUMBS. Parang cookie. Halimbawa, nagkakape tayo, so may cookies, yung crumbs, no, yung parang, anong tawag po doon in Filipino? Basta yung nakukulog. So letter C, yung as mentioned by Ma'am Angela, C, very important, communication. Reach out kung meron talagang mga people or friends na parang ang tagal na natin na hindi. So we can always send a message, a text, kamusta? And you can always catch up digitally, use social media platforms for that. Letter R, routine is very important to give us that sense of structure. Structure for our day, our sense of normalcy. Routine is very important, especially sa mga bata. Kasi ngayon, lost na sila like if they open sa online classes nila 5 minutes before the class na wala pa silang ligo. Hindi tulad dati na parang naliligo. Diba? Naliligo ka ng 5, tapos tumatakbo papunta ng school, tapos may mga friends sila. So let's always have that sense of structure, routine. Letter U is understand. Understand that it's not within our control ngayon, yung itong mga pangyayari ngayon. It's beyond our control. Pandemic, again, a lot of uncertainties now kasi hindi natin napipredict. We don't know what the outcome of this pandemic will be or when. Kaya ang daming mga thoughts. But focus on the things na which we have control over. As mentioned by Ma'am Angela, let's understand na beyond our control yung nangyayari in a wider scale, wider scope. But meron tayong mga things which we have control over, like making sure that we are healthy, our immune system is good, and we're able to catch up with mga activities natin. So things within our control. Letter M is mindfulness. Ito yung mindfulness, focusing na muna on what needs to be done today, here and now. Meaning, taking it one day at a time para wag tayong ma-overwhelm sa ating mga thoughts. Pag minsan kasi yun yung nakaka-stress kasi hindi tayo nakakatulog kasi ang daming thoughts which come into our minds sa gabi. Naalala natin yung mga past, nag-worry tayo about our future. So, let's take it one day at a time. And then at the end of each day, celebrate small victories or celebrate small goals na nagawa natin. And then, letter B. Letter B na tayo. Boundary is also very important. Meaning, kung kailangan po na we reclaim our weekend, for example, para there is that boundary. Nawawala kasing daw ngayon, no? Especially yung that boundary between, nabublur ang lines between work na Monday to Friday, for example, or for our kids, and weekend. So, mas maganda pa rin we set boundary kung pwede. Kami po kasi also a teacher, kami, Doc, meron talaga pong sa amin na from the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs na no messages, no emails beginning at 5 p.m. on a Friday until 8 a.m. on a Monday to protect the time and use the weekend for us. Correct, Ma'am Angela. Go tayo dyan. Parang use weekend to recharge, lalo na kung nalulobat ng ating batteries. Recharge, recuperate, and do self-care activities for us to be more energized. Kasi studies have shown, pagbalik ng Monday, kung nakapag-rest tayo, then we are more productive sa ating mga roles. And letter S, of course, and most importantly, self-love. Self-love, self-care is very important. In fact, we cannot pour, di ba? Ang sabi nila, we cannot pour from an empty cup. So kahit na gustong-gusto natin tulungan ang ating mga anak, ang ating mga kasama sa bahay, family, students, we cannot give our best kung tayo din. Kulang tayo sa battery and kung tayo din, no? We are also struggling. So we always need to prioritize ourselves so that we can take care of those under our care. Lalong-lalo na ating mga anak at pamilya.
Well said.
Totoo. Ayun, tsaka I would also add din, Doc Joseph, Doc Joanne, Michi, at saka si Richard, if I may, yung reaching out to your community. Alam ni Doc Joseph yan, that we're very busy and reaching out in our community, especially dun sa mga advocacies natin sa children, yung hunger and malnutrition, yung mga PWD. So they're also affected with this pandemic, especially yung sa mga women and children. The violence against them is rising during the hard lockdowns that the government has implemented. So we really need to do campaigns para magkaroon ng awareness and matulungan yung mga affected people. And for yourself naman, siguro nga, you just have to reach out with the community na in your own way. Doesn't have to be grand. You just have to remember that everything you do should always do it with love. Diba? And let us show the world that love and kindness cannot be quarantined. Yun lang.
Yes.
Amen.
Galing.
Alright, so unfortunately, dito na po nagtatapos ang ating oras. But we, on behalf of Sunday Health Show, Doc Joanne and Ma'am Angela, maraming salamat sa inyo for sharing your time and your story and expertise.
Thank you po, Doc. Thank you.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you po, and hopefully we will see you again for our future episodes po.
Yay,
of
anytime.
Course.
Yes.
Yeah, anytime. Always happy to be here. And nice to meet you, Sir Richard and Ma'am Angela. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you po,
Mitzi.
Ma'am Angela.
One text away lang si Mitzi sa akin. Go kaagad ako.
Alright, we are looking forward.
Thank you, Doc
Thank you,
Joseph.
Doc. Bye-bye, Doc.
Bye, Angel. Thank you.
Kahit na si Doc Joseph, kahit tulog pa ako, basta sinabi Doc Joseph, go.
Thank you.
Alam mo pa si Doc
Thank you,
Joseph,
Dr.
bagyo
Joanne.
yan sa akin. Thank you, Richard, Michi, and Doc
Thank you po, thank you.
Bye po, thank you.
Have a blessed
Bye-bye.
weekend. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. And there we have it. Guys, nabigyan muli tayo ng linaw yung mga katanungan natin patungkol sa mental health sa ating guest, psychiatrist for today, si Doc Joanne May Perez Refarial and si Miss Angela Cancio Lagunsad. Ang ganda nilang pagparesin kasi ang ganda rin ng mga kanilang sinashare na insights. Diba? So, okay. Last segment. Overtime tayo ng onte. So, now, dito tayo sa What's Your Baon for Today?
Yon. Yes. Welcome back sa ating mga co-hosts.
Yan. So, okay.
Alright.
Ano na? Ako na ba mauna?
Yes,
Short and
yun na
sweet?
nga sabihin ko si Doc.
Basta para sa ating mga viewers and of course for the rest of who has been staying tuned with us, always keep positive and stay positive and embrace people who are positive. Puro positive talaga, no? Tama na yung mga nega, di ba? Ika nga sabi ninyo di ba, Richard? Ganern.
Tama yan, Doc. Sa akin naman, Doc, ang pinaka-key takeaway ko lang dito is just one sentence, kumbaga, it's okay not to be okay. So, okay lang naman na, lalo na ngayong pandemic, we're all struggling, so it's okay to struggle, but always rise up from it. Diba?
Yeah.
Ano naman ang takeaway mo, Miss Jihan?
Yes, para sa akin, you always have to condition your mind and your body para always prepared ka. And stay inside always and follow protocols.
Yon. Mami talaga, mami!
Mami!
How about Ma'am CJ? Ano yung
Ayun.
key takeaways?
So, ang nag-resonate po sa akin yung yung pag-reach out. Kasi syempre meron din yung kapag ako, if ever na negative yung nafe-feel ko, syempre medyo magiging shy ako to reach out naman. So, ako na mismo din, if ever may hindi nagpaparamdam sa akin na friend, ako na yung lalapit. Yun po.
Yun, thank you. That's good. Always be the friend to reach out for. Now, ngayon, Sir Freddy, what is your takeaway naman po?
Yes. Yan, yung reassurance anytime to talk with anyone, especially sa COVID-19 variants. Text nyo lang kami, sabi nga ni Doc Joanne, if you are ready, nandito lang kami, handang makinig, di ba? Kaya nandito tayo. Yun lang po akong masasabi. Salamat!
Alright. And of course, ang ating lovely host ngayong tanghali, Mitzi, please do share your insights.
Yes, thank you, Sir Rich. Okay, ang takeaway ko lang po sa mga pinag-usapan today is yung understanding. If we understand ourselves, we'll know how to function well. At dun din papasok yung optimal functioning na midterm ni Ate Jihan kanina. So yun, if we understand ourselves and our surrounding, we'll be able to work and function properly. So, what a mental health start. Nakaunlakan tayo ngayon.
Amen to that. So, of course, unfortunately, dito na po tayo magtatapos. But maraming salamat po sa mga ka-Sunday Health Show. Sa mga ka-Sunday Health natin dyan. Because dahil every other Sunday ang ating episodes and looks like magkikita-kita ulit tayo this October 3 naman.
Ayan. Again, every other Sundays po yan.
Alright. So, okay. Bago po matapos lahat, si Ate Jihan, ibabatiin.
Yes. Bago matapos ang lahat, binabati rin po namin ng maraming salamat ang aming mga sponsors. This program is brought to you by Erikli Natural Springwater, Genesis Organic Spirulina, Salvicare Coffee,
Trilodent Gold, Emergency Rapid Assistance App, and Asian Hyperbaric Healthcare Institute. And also pala kay Miss Regine Tolentino, Atelier, thank you so much, especially sa jacket namin ni Doc Joseph. At of course, feel ko magkakaroon din sila, di ba, Doc?
Of course!
Baka naman, Doc!
Oo!
Yun!
Ika nga, nagkakatotoo ang sana all dito sa show.
Ay, ganun ba? Uy.
Yeah.
Edi, Doc, sana all may jowa, ganun.
Alam mo, magkakaroon ka. Tingnan mo.
Law of attraction.
Oh.
Yeah, di ba?
Ito, guys.
Yan, may
Last
nakalimutan
but not
yata
the
tayo.
Yes.
May nakalimutan
Sir
yata
Freddy,
tayo.
ikaw na.
Yes. Let's now share our social media. Simulan po natin kay Doc Joseph.
Ako syempre, ang Facebook ko, meron akong YouTube ko, Dr. Joseph Lee, then Instagram, Dr. Joseph Lee also. Yun lang. Wala akong TikTok, ha? Si Mitzi lang meron. Nako.
Pwede.
Uy. Okay. Social media, Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube channel. Parang hinahanap ko sa taas. YouTube channel. Sorry. YouTube channel, TikTok, Kumu. Yes, minsan nagla-live po ako ng biglaan doon. Sana mapasok din natin yung Sunday Health Show doon soon. And of course, mga BJ8 Radio Show. Sir Rich, Yan, I'm talking to Sir
Pag-
Rich doon.
Sige, pag-aaralan ko si Kumu, hindi kasi ako nakapag-show pa doon. But
Tsaka
why not?
podcast.
Yun,
Ayun,
opo,
isa pa yun.
podcast.
Ako, okay.
Yan. Okay, next.
Alright,
Yan, ako
so...
naman. Si Sir
Ay,
muna.
sorry. Sorry, Sir Freddy. So ayan, real quick, ito, nandito na lahat, naka-flash sa aking task, TikTok,
Ayan.
Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, The Rick Matthews. Of course, follow these pages, VG8 Radio, kung saan tayo may ere, and Certified Voice Artist Program for all aspiring voiceover artists out there. And of course, if you can follow also our local organization, JCI Quezon City Capital, ayan, yan po ang aming mga social media pages. Maraming salamat po.
Yan, maraming salamat Sir Richard. Ako din, Freddy Hermosura Taiwan sa YouTube, sa Facebook, sa Instagram. Isang pangalan lang po yan. Maraming salamat po. Muli ito po si Freddy. Miss Jahan?
Ayan, so ako na lang po muna, Sir Freddy, no? So ako po, Chris
Okay.
Justin Ugalino. So Facebook, meron tayo sa YouTube din, Metamorvox naman. And then soon on Wachiko. So magkakaroon ng classes tsaka streaming services. Thank you.
Ayan, baka
Yes.
magkakalimutan naman. Ay, hindi pa pala. Isa pa pala. Si Jehan.
Yes. Facebook and YouTube Adovox. And don't forget, November 6, CVAP Batch 10.
Wow.
Ayan, yes, of course.
Yeah.
November 6. Sige,
Yes,
abangan natin ang
November 6.
poster na yan.
Baka makalimutan natin yung ating sponsor.
Ay, tapos
Trilodent
na, sir.
Gold.
Okay na po.
Emergency Rapid. Tapos na ba?
Yes po, opo. Nauna na kanina, nagmamadali tayo sobra.
Okay. Sige po.
Yun. So, okay, last but not the least, guys, shout out to the Certified Voice Artist Program. Again, batch 10 po. This coming November 6. So, join na po. Kung gusto niyo maging scholar, may mga CVAP, mga voice mates po kami na possible na magkakaroon ulit ng mga pa-audition. So, join kayo, guys. This is sa November 6 po siya. Kay Voice Master, thank you po. Kay Sir Choi, sa aming station manager na kasama namin ngayon, Sir Richard Abalos. And to our home station, DG8 Radio. Maraming salamat po. And guys, see you on October 3. O, diba? Season 3, tapos October 3 balik. So guys, ang ating ever famous, ayan, first time nilang sasabihin ng sabay-sabay tayo. Okay, so guys, let's do it together. And this is
the
Sunday Health Show! Go!
Bye, guys!
Pwede na kahit papano. Alright, thank you.
Pwede na.
Thank you!
Great guys. Ano yan? Ano to? Photoshoot pa ba to?
Every morning before I go to work, I use my Trilodent Gold mouthwash. Ginagamit ko to kasi mabisang pag-uksa ng unang bacteria. Subukan ninyo.
I love my coffee. Good morning. I'm Dr. Joseph Lee. Every morning, I hydrate myself with natural soft spring water from Turkey. It is a soft water with low sodium and enriched with ozone. Erikli.